Okay, so I'm gonna grab a cup. This is a good cup, okay? You want 8 ounces generally with a single tea bag, right? Okay, I have my tea kind of hidden down here. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna grab it.
Oh yeah.
And then you take a bag out. This is how mine looks. I'm gonna take a bag out. Okay, I have my bag, and as you may notice, it doesn't have a string, so I'm just gonna plop it down in there. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna set it down. And I'm gonna just activate this thing to work because I have a Keurig and I only ever use it for water, which is in the back. And I'm gonna select 8 ounces. This is important because otherwise you're not gonna be able to taste the green at all, okay? And then we just press that and then we wait. Okay, and wow, look at that. Okay, so we have, don't mind me, I'm normally left-handed, but it doesn't work like that today. And then I have a spoon, okay? And I've magically acquired this spoon, but because I can't, hold on. Because I don't have a string, that is a loud cough. Because I don't have a string, I'm going to take this, and the way that you steep a bag is essentially, I'm just doing this with a spoon, is just kind of dipping it in and out of the water. So with a string, you would kind of, let it sink in and then lift it a bit, and then, do this sort of thing. Except it's going to be down in there a little more. So what I normally do is I stir it a little bit. And you're not going to do this because you have a string on the thing, if you have a string on it. Can we not? Okay, anyway, you're gonna, just moving around in there, make sure it gets nice and in there. Try not to stab it on anything. You're probably not using a spoon. Good grief. Just stir that around in there, yeah. And then, while it's still hot, I have magically acquired sugar 2 seconds ago, off camera, because it's loud in the other room. And then just kind of to taste, Okay, hold on. Okay, and I just eyeball this normally. Just kind of pour a good amount in there. Not too much, Just a little bit. Get a little bit in there, taste it, Different types of sugar are sweeter than others, so, just do it to taste and then give that a shot. Sometimes I add some half and half to it to cool it down a little bit and properly taste test, and I'll probably do that in a second. Hold on. Okay. Half and half, okay? Okay. And I just kind of pour a little bit in there, cool it down a bit. I may have put a little bit much, but you can stir it. Once you can kind of see the green, you're good. I just kind of keep steeping it, give it a few taste tests, and you're basically good to go. There's your green tea.